Hello, beloved, and welcome to your message. I thank you so much for your time. I thank you for joining me. If you're keen, interested in booking me for any services, I'd like to inform you that I am no longer available. Okay, access denied. Let us begin with your message from God Himself. Okay, the big God. Let's talk to God. Let's see what He has in store for you at this time when you're watching this, beloved. Okay. I'm being shown a prophetic vision of, Jesus on the cross when they were slaughtering him, basically. Beloved, there's somewhere where God is taking you here, okay? God is taking you somewhere in your life where, like, things will never be the same. You will never be the same again. And I feel like this is like a new reality shift once more. Okay, I feel like you've gone through this before. It's like again and again where God shifts your reality, okay? Shifts your whole perspective, your whole life. And it's like you know that you don't control it and you have to just obey. Choose to walk the path with God in trust and know that whatever He's letting enter your life, what He's allowing is like He's allowing for your highest good. He knows what you need. So whatever you feel in your spirit, whether it's to release it, whether it's to stop holding on to it, whether it's to stop thinking about it or them or something, it's like do it. Okay, I feel like it's time for you to live a different life. Okay, God is no longer going to allow you to be stuck in some form of loop that people have been projecting upon your pathway of life. Okay, it's like God is blessing your pathway and removing any blockages and obstacles. I feel like that decision has been made in the ethers here. Okay, you've been selected, you've been chosen, you've been apprehended and anointed for this reality shift. It's like justice coming in, that's going to fulfill you in more ways than one. So that's very beautiful energy already, beloved. Congratulations for what you've manifested and attracted for yourself. Exactly. We have the magician here. Congratulations for all the things that you've allowed yourself to steer away from. Okay. All the sacrifices you made and all the things that you allowed yourself to let go of, even though it was hard, because to hold on would have done more damage. It always does. So continue to let go of all these energies that keep coming your way and understand that they're merely just a projection and a projection of others. And because you are a mirror to these people, they will always project to you. But now I feel like it's about to happen in a different way for you. God is orchestrating some form of divine orchestration that is happening here that is going to put you in a different position. Okay, a position of authority, an authority figure, okay, in your reality. Okay, this is like a promoting you in this life thing, not in your work. It's like life. It's not based on anything but life. Like an elevation in your life. Like you're not going to live the same life. You're not going to be the same person. Things are changing and it's unfolding right before your eyes. And I feel like this is God's work, back to the mirror analogy of the people that have been projecting to you, because they feel as though you are living a life that they want to live, or you have something they want, or things are going well for you, and when it comes to them, things are like stagnant and things are not happening the way they would want them to. But the difference between you and them is that you don't compare yourself to anyone. You dedicate yourself. You put your head down, you know what I'm saying? You put your head down and you do the work. You don't expect it to just come out of nowhere, like some form of bombshell being dropped on you. Okay, some form of shit show here. Nah, you put in the effort. You make something work. You made it work. It's not a shit show because you made it work. In the beginning, it might have seemed like it was just something small, until that small thing was a portal to something bigger, a door of value God handed to you. And now you are where you are, and everyone feels entitled to that when they never even put a single dime to your contribution. That's insane to me. Keep these people at arm's length spiritually. Don't ever interact with such spirits. Just pray. It's like when you interact with spirits, it's like it could be in a form of inner dialogue. Maybe you feel something and you say something back to however you respond to how you feel, but in inner dialogue, like speaking within, and it's like that's unhealthy. What is healthy is to call upon the Holy Spirit, call upon Jesus' name, the blood of Jesus, and kind of cloak yourself with that, and just let it be. Like, just kneel and pray for however long you need to until it goes away. That's what it means. Pray it away, because it's there. You just need to pray it away. And once it's gone, that's the thing. It's gone for good. It won't return as long as you maintain prayer. Keep your vibration high through prayer, and pray with a good heart. That's how you maintain rank. Pray with a good heart. Period. That's all. Okay? None of this mamma jamba shit show that everybody got going on, telling you to put this on and put some ointments, and you're gonna take some of this, and you're gonna have this and herbs and all of that. Like, we didn't come here with all of that. You know what I'm saying? We came here with spirit. Hence, your body stays. What goes is your spirit here. So make sure it's clean. Don't be fooling around here thinking that this is a game, because it's not. You know better than that. Okay, let's continue here. God, talk to us further about this, please. Yeah, we have the Fool here. I feel that there's someone in particular who's looking at you and what you are capable of and what you are doing, what you've accomplished. Someone is looking at you at some form of accolades, achievements, some form of balance, some form of grounding that you have here, like structure that you've built for yourself. Someone is looking into your life basically, and looking at something in particular that you are doing for yourself here, and how you're achieving it, and how you do what you do. I feel like you're being studied, okay, by someone who wants to take your skills or take your achievements or take your throne. Someone is like plotting here against you. I feel like this is past tense. Someone was plotting against you. But I feel like someone got blocked, from whatever they were trying to do. As always, they better just join the line at this point, join the queue, you know what I mean? But with that being said, beloved, it's like this person that tried to do this was someone who was malicious in their ways, because they had strong malicious intent to bring you down and make you feel like you are not who you are. And I feel like now that the narrative has shifted, they now feel this way about you. They feel like you are the reason that they feel like they're not who they are. However way this goes, like this spiritual awakening, the tower moment that someone is experiencing here because of what has transpired in the past and how it has come back around to bite this person in the ass, in the buttocks here. Someone is in trouble spiritually. And I feel like this could be spiritually based. This is spiritually based here, where someone was sending negative energy your way, like doing it so much that they really wanted it to happen. Like someone was so upset, so angered, so bitter, so angry that it's like it drove them to the point of insanity and the brink of insanity here. It's like being on the edge of a mountain and you're depressed, and then you get a message, right? Let's say you have a boyfriend, being on the edge of the mountain, or a girlfriend. You're on the edge of the mountain, and you are depressed already, and maybe this is what you like to do. You like to be on the edge. You like to just be on that vibration and just experience it like that, until one day you get a message that maybe your boyfriend is with someone else or something like that, or your boyfriend did something, or your girlfriend cheated, or your girlfriend was partying with someone or something like that. There's some form of bad news that comes in, and it's like facing a moment where like you want to take your life, because you are giving that depression power already. You're fueling it with how you are feeling with regards to the situation, because usually you come to the edge just to watch, just to feel the edge of the mountain, and just be present in it. But then, this is just a reference and example, guys, okay? But then you on this day, because of this bad news, you allow the bad news to push you over the edge of the mountain, and then you end up killing yourself here, and you end up committing suicide because you allowed the bad news to push you over the edge when you were on the edge already. It's like already that you are on the edge, and it's like allowing something else to just push you further. It's like not taking accountability here. This is someone who did that, but this is like spiritually based here. It's like sending it your way, sending that negative energy away, hoping that it really affects you the way they are intending that it does, and utilizing all the necessary tools that they need, whatever is necessary. Someone here provided it, did it, paid for it. Someone here was just really determined here for your downfall. Nothing else mattered except that. And I feel like it got to the point where they were driven insane by their own spell works and dark magic and voodoo, okay? Everything that is spiritually based that they were sending your way, they became bound to it. As they were doing it more, it was like their things. It became like all the things that they sent your way, it's like it's their things at the end of the day that they sent your way. So it's like the more they create, the more things they have, like the more karmic debt, the more lessons, the more karma, the more spiritual torment, because it's like what goes around comes back around. You can't do that to someone and think that it's okay, there's no consequence, because of the reality that you have illusionized. You know what I'm saying? Because you are the illusionist. This person was an illusionist at heart from a very young age, so much so that it became a part of their character. And it was like back in high school, they would create illusions, like fucking the popular girl's boyfriend, and then like making sure they have evidence so that like they break up and like they can get attention. You know what I'm saying? They can be the cause of that destruction. I feel like you're dealing with someone who's a chaotic spirit here. That was a reference. It just says a lot. It's like I feel like you grow into things like that, they become habits. Hence, I feel like this person's addicted to being a bad person. They're addicted to like bad things, bad deeds, like dark shit here, like just darkness, sinning, or just being rebellious against cause with no reason whatsoever, just because of pure rebellion here. Not wanting to see the reason, not wanting to understand it, just wanting to rebel against it. And it's like, up to a certain point, as a person, you begin to weaken, because we are all human despite what we are capable of. The common denominator in this whole grand design is we are all linked as flesh, whether you pink, purple, or blue, or black, or white, right? But nonetheless, you still are flesh. You bleed the same type of blood. We all release bowels. We all release, our bladder here. We all do the same things. We linked in that grand design, no matter what. So whatever we do in this one globe of earth affects, we all like get affected. That's why empaths at this time, you guys, beloved, are feeling these energies so much because you are now truly tapped in. Because this is life. This is like we rule by like just the change of spirits. Everything that comes is a spirit. The sign of Capricorn is a spirit. Now we in Aquarius. We just come from Capricorn. The spirit of Aquarius is here doing its thing. It's like if people understand the grand design, there are people that feel like they can abuse it, and there are people that feel like it can be used to beautifully heal the world. And that's what tarot readers do. Good tarot readers use what they do to heal people and others, not for self-preservation or self assurance or self-prophecies here, self-fulfilling prophecies here. It's like, nah, you're working for people, so treat people with kindness and be cordial and love one another, because you're working for them, you're reading on them, you're literally tapping yourself into their energy. So what you send out will come back. Okay, let's come back to this energy here. It's like the example of the energy of this person is, I referenced it using the analogy, the dilemma of, the lonely girl, depressed girl in high school wanting to fuck the popular guy, sleep with him to spite, the girlfriend of the popular guy, and then wanting to be the center of attention for that, wanting to take evidence even and show people like, yes, this is what's like someone who likes to reassure themselves with like the most dizzy things here, someone with no order and structure of life. They don't have morale, virtue. They hate other people's lights, and they just want to manipulate it for their cause. I feel like someone has always been like this at a young age, and they just grew into it. And here we are in the present time, and this is what has become of it, because this is what they've been projecting onto the world. This is who they've been, so this is what they should expect, because this is who they've been. Whatever you do long enough, you become it. You actually learn it so much and train yourself to be tapped in with it so much that like you really master it, and it really feels unreal, like a high. But depending on what you're tapped into, you could really just easily lose it in this life thing. Like it's like I know certain people. I know like certain people who are attached to identities that they've created. It's like I know this stripper girl who I used to know, I used to be connected to. And because of that accolade, you could say that you could project negativity and say, oh, stripper, but like, that's not what I saw. I saw someone who could use that as a form of healing if they tapped into it with the right consciousness, and this was someone whom I looked at in a business way more than anything else, to pave a direction for them, because I was seeing some form of vision, not just a basic stripper person here, a basic stripper bitch. That's what they call themselves. I saw someone with great potential to be more than that, you know, but she betrayed my trust, and that vision died with the betrayal, So I feel like it's like, no matter what kind of bad person you're dealing with or whatever they tapped into that is feeding them and making them believe some false illusions that they are creating, you need to understand that this is a mere projection of the mirror that they have become. It's like this person is like a mirror themselves. I feel like we all are, aren't we, mirrors? And we are reflecting upon one another, and the energies bouncing off reflect who we are, because it's like, oh, you're attracted to this or you're attracted to that. It's like a part of you inside feels something towards whatever you're attracted to. It's like we are all linked. So it's like you could be dealing with even a witch or a witch doctor. Like, it's like that's just the reference point of whatever someone is tapped into. If they do it with love, kindness, and a good heart, and not try to manipulate it so that it becomes something that it's not. It's like when someone does that, don't you lose respect for them despite what you wanted for them or the potential you saw in them? Because I'm seeing that to be where you are, you had to walk a certain path, and you have certain accolades. You've mastered certain degrees of life because you know the path that you walk. You know your pathway of life, and you know what you're here to do. Okay, you're seeking that understanding every day through God and through prayer. You know what I'm saying? Not through any self-fulfilling prophecies outside of that feed into an illusion that you're trying to create. Because I feel like now you're dealing with someone here who's facing like some form of spiritual entrapment. Spiritual entrapment. Okay, I'm being called to only take this. And the Eight of Wands. Okay, so we have here, we have Gemini, we have Virgo, we have Scorpio, we have Aries, we have Sagittarius, we have Capricorn, and we have Taurus here. Okay. We have the Six of Swords and the Page of Pentacles here. We have Libra energy. So it's like, beloved, I feel like you're dealing with someone here who you saw to be someone else. Like you really had genuine intentions with someone who betrayed you. You really saw them to be something that they were not. And you saw that in them because you were trying to look at the situation in the best way possible. Not being pessimistic of the outcome, just trying to better this person. Despite who they might have been in the world, you saw them differently. You wanted a different path for them because you know what it's like. Who knows? Maybe what if I was a goddamn stripper myself and I wanted to help a stripper girl because I know what it's like to be hustling in the streets, and elevating that person would elevate me in spirit because I know I did something good. But then that person betraying your trust, what happens then? That vision dies with it. It's like it'll forever be just a wishful thinking. You know what I'm saying? It's like, beloved, whatever you saw in someone here, that was just a reference point. But whatever you saw in someone and you wanted to bring it out, and they weren't willing to allow you because they were pretending from the start, or they had agendas, ulterior motives. They saw you as an opportunity more than like a genuine person or a friend, or this could be a mother figure, father figure here, relative, someone whom you loved and you lived with good intentions here. I feel like this is someone who you might have even prayed for at some point because you were really hoping that they would get out of what you were seeing already. I feel like you already saw something coming here. And I feel like you were just trying to help as you always do. And I feel like someone it's like offering someone your hand and then they want your whole arm, Someone got greedy, someone got jealous, someone got envious, someone got too attached to something it's like someone got too attached to the game here. The game of pretending. Oh, I see what happened here. It's like if something was genuine in the beginning, right? If something was genuine in the beginning, it would have been easy to repair because there wouldn't be so much lies being revealed to you and you intuitively tapping in and understanding the situation better. You wouldn't have ghosted or left, or you wouldn't have like detached yourself from this person from the past. You wouldn't have left them alone. You would have tried. You would have given them closure. You would have made an effort. But I feel like because your trust was destroyed here, you chose to move forward. And I feel like as much as you still cared, you didn't hold on. You know, you loved and you left. And it's like you forever send this person good energy no matter what they send your way. That's why whatever projections they're sending at this time, it's merely just a reflection of themselves and where they are in life, because it doesn't exist in your reality. It doesn't exist here, sweetheart. It's like we're vibrating way higher here, you know, beloved. Let them know. Let them know down in the comments. My prophetic vessels, I'm not alone, you know. I know that. Okay, I'm gonna end it here for you guys. I really hope this helped you, brought you some form of closure and understanding to the heart, the mind, and your spirit. Okay. Um, don't let anything get you down. You know, you are here because of God, not because of people's validation or what they seek from you. Okay, or what they think of you is irrelevant. You know, it's what you think of yourself that matters most, or should matter most to anyone. Okay, I'm sending you the utmost love. This is where the pretend game gets you, you know, looking around and seeing that there's no one you can actually trust, because you know damn well you don't even trust yourself. Like, it's that kind of energy. I'm telling you guys, you better learn from this, you know, learn from this experience. What comes around goes around. Learn to just be good, man. Just don't be on no foo-foo shit. Like, just be okay with it, and do it from a good place, because you really don't want to tie yourself down with negative karmic debts. You know, you already have shit to do and things to really release and heal from. Allow yourself to evolve. Let it go. Let it go. Okay? Nothing more, nothing less. That is all. I love you all. Okay? From me, prophetic vessel with spiritual news. I'm sending you love.